butch up and pretend that I don't love it when you shove your dick in my mouth.
Okay, so I got some bigger and longer videos that I'm slowly working on, but to break up the writing and editing for those projects, I'm going to be working on a few smaller videos here and there, just to keep a steady stream of content coming to you guys. So consider these filler episodes. And the first topic is, why Hollywood hates original ideas. I know, a very groundbreaking topic that no one's ever discussed before, but I never talked about it, so hey, let's get into it.
So you guys suck each other's cocks, huh?
Oh, like crazy.
So, Malignant, Last Night in Soho, and The Last Duel. What do they all have in common? Well, they all came out in 2021, they're all made by respected and prominent filmmakers, they're all original ideas and not attached to existing franchises, and they're all considered flops. Yeah, that's right, each one of these movies bombed at the box office, meaning that no one went to go see them. And all these movies were made by very successful and established filmmakers, Ridley Scott, James Wan, and Edgar Wright. These aren't nobodies, and I believe these guys were able to get these movies made because of their previous work, and the name they've already made for themselves in the industry. But I imagine it'll be very hard for a new filmmaker with no name to get their ideas made. I mean, could you really see a major studio spending $40 million on a movie like Malignant? A weird, goofy, campy, gory horror film? If it wasn't made by James Wan, you know, the guy who started 3 successful horror franchises and made $1 billion superhero movie, then probably not. Or how about $100 million on The Last Duel, a movie set in the medieval times with a lot of practical effects? If it wasn't a Ridley Scott film, then more than likely no. It's because of their name and past success that they're able to do stuff like this. But if they don't hit like the other films that they're known for, it makes studios more hesitant to experiment and try new things. They would rather fund a safe bet rather than a new IP. Do you know why there are 6 Transformers movies, 9 Fast and Furious films, and so many comic book movies? It's because it's reliable, they make money. They're more of a safe bet, so studios are more than likely to invest in these franchises as opposed to something new. The same thing goes for remakes. There's so many remakes and sequels because it's easier to market something you're familiar with. So when there are films like Malignant, The Last Duel, and Last Night in Soho that are brand new original ideas, and they flop hard and don't even make their money back, it tells studios, hey, people aren't interested in this. Which means they're less likely to fund new ideas, even if they're from established filmmakers, and especially not from a new up-and-coming one. I mean, let's look at Wes Craven. He's one of my favorite filmmakers, but eventually there was a point where he had so many bombs that studios were really hesitant to fund anything else he wanted to do. And this is the guy who made some really classics like The Hills Have Eyes and Last House on the Left, not to mention Nightmare on Elm Street, and who could forget the Scream franchise. But even for him, it got to the point where his movies were such financial bombs that studios didn't really want to fund anything else he wanted to do. The only reason he got to make My Soul to Take is because Red Eye in 2005 was really successful. The point I'm making is that even established filmmakers who had success in the past will eventually get denied by studios to do new things, due in large part to their poor box office sales, because you all know that's the deciding factor. If the reception and review was what they were really looking at, then they would have only made like 2 Transformers movies. But no, we got 6 of them. And why is that? Because they made a lot of money. Now on the flip side, audiences play the biggest role. They're the ones actually paying to see it. Really looking at 2021, the most successful movies are the ones already part of established franchises. I mean, let's take a look. We got 007, Fast 9, The Conjuring 3, Shang-Chi, Godzilla vs. Kong. There's nothing really wrong with that, but I've been hearing that COVID is stopping people from going to the theater, but these movies are making $200 million, $500 million, and $750 million. And I just gotta ask, is it? So you can't entirely blame COVID for these movies flopping, because clearly there's people seeing movies. I just think that people are more drawn to franchises and series because they're familiar with them, which is why studios continue to fund them. Although I think people are more likely to see something from an established franchise rather than something new, is because they know what they're getting into. They have an idea of what they're going to see. It's reliable entertainment and people know what to expect. And I think it's why so many people are afraid to try new things, because they don't want to leave their comfort zone, and they don't want to not like it and feel like they wasted their money. And it's a shame because this does 2 things. 1, it rouses them with a new experience that they would probably enjoy, and 2, it tells studios, no thanks, give me more of the stuff that I'm familiar with that worked in the past. I'm willing to bet you that Spider-Man No Way Home will probably be the highest grossing film of the year. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like Spider-Man. But on the flip side, I'm also concerned about Guillermo del Toro's newest film coming out, Nightmare Alley. Seeing how the year has been for Last Night in Soho, Malignant, and The Last Duel, I'm pretty certain this one also might flop. Although there is one more aspect that I do want to mention, and that's marketing. When it comes to The Last Duel, Last Night in Soho, and Malignant, they were marketed like shit. They got like, what, 1 trailer? Then a few ads here and there, then it just came out and everyone forgot about it. Although at least with Edgar Wright, they're letting him do interviews and stuff with Variety to help spread the word about the movie. So that marketing is slightly better, but still, it's not plastered everywhere. It's not reaching that many people. And I've seen several movies in theaters this year, and I couldn't tell you if I remember seeing a trailer for any of these films. Although I saw several trailers for The Eternals, Spider-Man No Way Home, Venom Let There Be Carnage, hell, the new Kingsman movie. And I'm already seeing a similar trend with Nightmare Alley. That releases in a little over 2 weeks, and so far it's only been what, like 1 trailer? Not seeing much of anything on social media, not seeing any ads for it on YouTube, no banners plastered on websites, just 1 trailer so far. Although these trailers have some really good views on them, so I'm hoping it's a hit. So to condense this video into 1 sentence, why does Hollywood hate original ideas? Because they don't make as much money. I know, what a very brave statement that's never been said before. But this year in particular, you can really see see that only movies that are making money are the franchise films, and just about everything else is falling to the wayside. And it's just really sad to see, because if these movies don't do that well, and people don't go see them, then studios will be less likely to make more of them in the future, and we can miss out on some really cool ideas and experiences. But anyway, that's my 2 cents, so leave a comment, let me know what you think. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, go and drop a like on it. Thanks for watching.
You better shut your mouth or I'm gonna fuck it.
I love Spotted Dick, and the fact that it's your auntie's makes it feel homemade. I like that.
What are you talking about?
I've actually eaten dicks before in Thailand, and they were delicious. And they're full of protein, yeah? 6 grams of protein. They're full of amino acids, great for building muscle.
I don't believe this. I don't believe you.